Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Alhamdulillah. Wassalatu wassalamu ala rasulillah. Briefly before we break fast, any questions from the brothers or the sisters or from anyone that's online?
Yes, question number one.
Hold on.
You said it might be a sin on some brothers who don't take a second. It's possible they could be sinning if they don't take a second one.
A man who has one wife, and for one reason or another, he still is not satisfied. It doesn't mean that she's a bad wife. It doesn't mean that she's an ugly wife. It doesn't mean that she's a terrible wife. It doesn't mean that. But for the sake of one reason or another, he's not satisfied. He still has desires, strong. And he still feels the need. And he does not take on another wife. And his gaze is all over the place. And his hand is all over the place. And Allah knows best what else is all over the place. He gets sin without a doubt. Because Allah has given him a permissible outlet. A permissible option, alternative. And we don't have to go any further. This is well known. We all know the reality of this. There's some men and some women who have more desires than others. It's known. And as we said before, Islam is not a fake religion. Islam is not a religion of fakeness. And many of us, unfortunately, we've become accustomed to what? Fakeness, fake piety. Everybody understands Islam is a real religion for real people. So a man, he has desires, and they're not being fulfilled properly. And he doesn't take on a second wife, and he has the means to. He has the ability to. And he's making sin. He's falling short. There's no doubt about that. Rather, a person, he may have one wife, and the wife may be sick, or maybe going through something in which she cannot fulfill his desires. Are the desires, are they put on pause just because his wife is sick? Yes or no? No. They're not going anywhere. And this is from the hikmah of the deen. It's from the wisdom of the what? Of the religion. So therefore, if a man has the ability to marry more than one woman, and he does not marry more than one woman, and he is not upon piety and chastity, he is what? Sinful. Without a doubt. Because Allah says, فَانْكِحُوا marry مَا طَابَ لَكُمْ مِنَ النِّسَاءِ women that are pleasing to you. Physically, religiously pleasing. 2, 3, or 4. If you fear that you can't be just, then marry one. Allah.
So, question.
Yes.
What's the expiation for someone who can't fast? They don't have the health and strength to fast.
Question says, what is the expiation for those who cannot fast? They don't have the strength. They don't have the ability. We say, if a man or woman is very old, or they have a terminal illness, a terminal sickness, a sickness that's chronic, that isn't going away, then inshallah we say it's safest for them to make an expiation by feeding a poor Muslim for every day that they miss. For every day that they miss. An average, simple meal for every day that they miss. So if I have this type of diabetes or cancer, Allah protect us all from that, or anything else, and every Ramadan I don't fast, it's going to be 29 to 30 people that I'm going to feed. Whether I feed them daily or all at once. The simple basic meal, according to your means. According what? To one's means. That's the safest thing to do. Wallahu a'lam.
How can one determine if marriage is wajib on them or just recommended?
Question says, how can one determine whether marriage is wajib on them or just recommended? Know yourself, knowledge of self, know thyself. Everyone knows themselves more than anyone else. There's no lecturer or no sheikh that can tell you about your nafs. Everyone saying this? Al-ikhlas, be sincere. What advice to give me, sheikh? You know the advice that you need. You know your nafs more than anyone else. When you walk outside, you get on a bus, you get on a plane, you get on an airplane, you go to school, you go to work, you know, you're looking around. You know what you may do, waliyadhu billah. What bad habit you may have. Only, this is reality. You know whether you're steadfast or whether you're weak. And before we move on any further, brothers and sisters, we have to understand there's nothing wrong with being weak. There's nothing wrong with that. It's not shameful to be weak. Allah created you in this state. And it's natural for a man to have an inclination to a woman. And it's natural for a woman to have an inclination to what? To a man. That's natural. And anyone who says other than this is going against the fitrah of Allah. That's the natural way Allah made a man and a woman. For a man to be attracted to an attractive woman, there's nothing wrong with that. But the problem is by you not doing it the permissible way. We'll finish this question inshallah tomorrow or Wednesday evening. Wallahu a'lam.